Oh wait, was it supposed to start? We're supposed to keep doing Steam games. Alright, I guess we're starting. Let's go.
Oh, you want to go?
Yeah, let's go. We'll go to the Steam games after.
For combat dialogue, that's it.
We're
Unless you
starting
want
from
some
the
like,
beginning, right?
yeah, from the very beginning.
Let's do this.
Unless you want some other skulls, but I don't think you do.
What are the skulls? Which ones do you have?
Oh, they're all of them, basically.
Oh, which one did you put?
I would have been your daddy.
What does that
That's
mean?
the one that makes them like say funny things or whatever.
Oh, okay. That sounds weird.
There's the grunt birthday party one.
Oh,
You
the
know where
ones
you, like-
they explode into confetti.
Yeah,
Nice.
and there's a bunch of them. Black eye. Your shields only recharge when you melee enemies. I don't know if you want that. Blind. HUD and weapon do not display on screen. Catch. Enemies throw and drop more grenades. These are all basically multiplayers. Multipliers. My bad.
Yeah.
I think we should just go base right now, right?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go.
Let's
3,
go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Boop. I need to put this one as a battle royale. Stellaris is a what kind of game?
Stellaris is a 4X space
Strategy.
storytelling game.
4X. Strat 4X. Boom.
Oh, look at that, it's Reach.
Oh, look at that.
It's on fire.
Is Armello a 4X?
No, it's a card game.
Oh, it's like a dice roller, I mean, right?
Yeah,
Nice.
dice card game.
Dice
RPG.
Got it. Because you
Kinda
pick
like
a
Dungeons
character
and
and they have a
Dragons.
deck and stuff like that, right?
Yep.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty good.
I already beat this game solo.
On
It was a
Legendary?
pain in the butt.
On Legendary?
Yeah, because I wanted to get that achievement. I only like 5. Well, back then it was like 5% of the entire player base had it, and now it's like 10%, I think.
Reach for the sky. Guess you didn't see
It's
that.
your helmet. Oh my god. You got a nice helmet, dude.
I like it because it's green.
Oh, I know. I think that's me then.
So, you got any other games in mind? I'll just like add up this.
I got Starbound, Stardew Valley, Terraria.
Starbound, that's what you
Yeah. I got Borderlands, the pre-sequel.
Contact with Visegrad Relay was lost last night.
Glad
All
you loved
signals
it.
flatlined at 2600 hours. I responded with trooper fire teams, which have since been declared MIA.
And now you're sending us.
The Office of Naval Intelligence believes deployment of a Spartan team is a gross misallocation of valuable resources. I disagree.
Commander,
Commander.
So that's our new number 6.
It's George!
Cat, you read his file?
only the parts that weren't covered in
Hey,
black
girl.
ink.
You're all clones. You're
Anyone
not
claim
even
responsibility,
real
sir?
people.
Oni thinks it might be the local insurrection. 5 months ago, they pulled a similar job on Harmony.
You only have
Did
the
a relay to
pre-sequel?
take out our eyes and ears, then stole 2 freighters from dry
I
dock.
thought I had Borderlands 2.
That cannot happen here. Reach is too
No, I
damn
don't.
important. I want
I
that
only have
relay
Borderlands,
back
so-
online, Noble
Yeah, the
One.
pre-sequel,
Sir.
just that one.
Consider it done.
Then I'll see you on the other side. Holland out.
Oh, I got Borderlands 2, actually. Yeah.
You son of a...
Lieutenant,
Commander, sir.
I'm Carter, Noble Team's leader. That's Kat, Noble 2, Emil and George 4 and 5. You're riding with me, Noble 6.
You're not Borderlands.
Not
one,
gonna
though.
lie to you, Lieutenant. You're stepping into some shoes
Nope.
the rest of the squad would rather leave unfilled.
I have 2
Me, I'm
versions
just
of
happy to
Borderlands.
have Noble back up to full strength. Just one thing.
I
I've
wanna
seen
try
your
that
file.
third one,
Even the
the new
parts
one.
the Oni sensors didn't want me to.
I'm just
glad
waiting
to have
until
your
it gets
skill
on
set.
the Epic
But we're a
launcher.
team. That
Bought it.
lone
I
wolf
gave it to
stuff
a friend.
stays behind.
What?
Clear?
Got it, sir.
Bought it for the PS4 and I just gave it to my friend.
Welcome to Reach.
Play with Joe and
Such a nice friend.
I should just turn this into a one gamer, one not episode on my YouTube
Wait.
channel.
On Halo?
Huh?
On Halo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not? Well, the thing is, that I need to change the name, I think, because I call it one gamer, one not, but like most of the people I talk to on this thing, they are gamers, so it's like, it's not really fair, you know. You gotta help me think of a new name.
I'll help you think of a new name during this campaign.
Yeah, I got an achievement for doing
Listen up,
nothing.
Noble Team. We're looking at a down
Oh, is it?
relay outpost.
This is a
with the clicks
completed a
from
co-op level
Visegrad.
on legendary difficulty.
We're gonna introduce ourselves
What?
to whoever took it out.
Oh yeah,
and
that's
Dad's
the
gonna get it back
that was the
online.
first mission right there.
Wow.
The intro mission. Now,
You get a chance,
here
maybe
comes
can
a
ask him,
real
George.
I'm so
game.
good at this game.
You gotta be a gamer boy right here.
Commander, we just lost our signal with HQ.
Backup channels.
Searching.
Dude, all these guys are noobs.
Nada. Can't say what's jamming us.
You heard her. Dead zone confirmed. Command will not be keeping us company this trip.
So just to let you know, we have, if one of us dies, we can respawn. So as long as both of us don't die, we don't go back to the checkpoint. The joys of teamwork.
Ah, okay. I remember that. Me and my friend played part 1 on Legendary, and we did that pretty much. Some good times. What is your best story, your favorite story with Halo?
Fucking Stairway to Heaven, all the way on for zombies, with just a group of nothing but my high school friends.
Really?
So 18 people in one match. I'm like, oh, it was so fun.
Sounds fun.
But then
Let's check it out.
Mono Effort 2 and Black Ops 2, all that stuff.
One.
And then I bought a computer and I left all of my friends. So yeah.
Oh man.
Then I got into college and I met you.
Oh, what
Dude, I want your eyes
a
on
loser.
the
That's
sky.
good.
And now I'm back in Halo on the computer.
Let's go, 6.
Woo!
Noble Team, spread out.
Ow! I wasn't trying to shoot you, you jerk.
Check it out. Man, I look so cool. I'm like, oh yeah, oh yeah,
Teabagging the crops.
yeah.
They will never know that we poison the crops with our
Poison the water supply.
semen.
Structure point 3-4. Looks clear from this angle.
Anyways.
Shut up, Meal.
So yeah, on my one gamer, one not YouTube things. Lady, can you not interrupt me? I'm trying to talk to you.
that.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, we just usually have conversations about just like stuff in real life, just general conversation. One time we did an episode with Okami, and we were talking. We went from like Japanese culture to like the ideas of politics and human equality. I'm probably really wrong. I don't know.
Make out
I'll have to
any
go back
ID.
and check that episode again.
But it's military.
Are you jumping on people's heads for us?
Cause man, I got a little bit of
Why
Mario
are we
in me.
not seeing explosives residue?
Noble 3, can you confirm any EX?
No,
Let's
but
go. Let's go ahead and go find out what's going on.
Alright, let's go.
Smoke at the
Are we
next
doing a speed
junction,
run?
boss.
Circle west and check it out.
Oh god.
Oh my God!
Mission to
Oh!
be selective. We don't need to telegraph a presence.
He's resisting. He's resisting. I forgot how to melee. I was trying to melee.
Q.
Q. He's resisting. Alright.
Thanksgiving's over though.
Suppress.
Ooh, look at me, I'm super dangerous right now.
So we should talk about police brutality. No, I was kidding.
No.
I, for one, don't condone. Oh Jesus
No,
Christ!
actually-
I almost fell.
Noble 6, move
Actually,
into the house. Go in
When
quiet.
I was back in elementary school, my mom used to work for the court, right? And we're actually super lucky that we didn't get, she didn't get, because she got pulled over, right? On our way to drop me off for, you know, kindergarten or whatever. And she basically pulled the card like, okay, the police officer gave her the ticket, right? Like, okay, I'm gonna need you to go to the court, for this date and do your, you know, whatever at the court. And my mom just gave it back to him, like, just like, I can't accept this. Like, you see the cop just light up, like, what? You're giving me back the ticket?
God.
And he's like, and why not? It's like, because I work there, so I can't do it. And then he, like, his face just like started to blush, and he's like, Oh. Well, I'm gonna give you a warning this time. So
Oh my god. That's
we
funny.
basically got off scot-free with that. I'm like, oh my god, mom.
You see where it was?
What? What the fuck?
Oh wait, no, I messed up. I was like on top of the gate. It was weird. Anyways, I'm wasting time.
Ah.
That's crazy. Where did you say your mom worked again?
At the court, she was like a clerk.
Oh, that's
Not a
crazy.
clerk, but like the people who have to talk to
Yeah, I'm terrible.
the
Like,
bandit.
I always miss a lot of information when people are telling stories. I'm just like,
Damn.
Oh, if you press 4,
I got,
you get night vision.
I got no excuses. I'm just terrible.
Two of the missing troopers.
4. Oh boy, I can see in green. This is my dream.
What's your favorite color?
You know, I used to get like really upset when people would like make fun of that.
What? That's
Like,
your favorite color?
About green. I like got to the point where I was like, I don't even like the color anymore because people just made me frustrated.
Oh,
But
come
I was
on.
like, but then like I had a realization. I was like, I can't let people take that from me. It's like they're doing it because they find that interesting about me. So I should accept that, you know? And it's the same thing I did with my gray hair because I used to get upset about it too. I used to dye my hair before because I didn't like it.
Oh god, there's bad people.
Oh no, not the bad people. Oh Jesus Christ. Big old ship. But yeah, anyways, oh jeez. I'm just not gonna take all that damage.
Get out of the way, Cat. God damn it. Oh yeah, one of them is named Cat, so if Cat ever comes in the chat.
Which one's cat?
The girl, the blue
Oh, of
girl
course it is.
with the robot,
Oh jeez, that,
the robot arm.
why do I have night vision on? What are you doing to me?
Showing your inner spirit. I don't know.
I had
but-
Inner spirit. I had to lower the game. Oh my goodness! The grunt's gonna murder me.
Yeah, these guys are really tough. Like,
What was I talking about again?
your favorite color being green, you didn't want to take people away from you, or
Oh, yeah.
not take people away from.
I
Wanted to get taken from you.
people to die. I'm not just kidding. No, God. I can only have one gun. What is this? Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm
press
just
1.
dumb.
Press 1.
But anyways, yeah, I used to dye my hair because I would hate that people made fun of my, like, some people made fun of my gray hair, as other people were just like, oh, haha, gray hair, you know. I guess I still make fun of it, but, I've just learned to accept it because I'm like, oh, that's just who I am, you know. I'm just an old man. I was kidding.
How old are you? You're like 27?
47.
You're 47?
No, I was kidding. I'm 26.
Hey.
Alright, here's
Dude,
the
we're getting
parkour
too old
strategy,
now.
okay? Jump on this, then you jump on this, and then you fell.
Hey, do the crouch jump. There you
I
go.
didn't do the crouch jump, I just ran.
There's too many grunts.
Eat my grenades, you bastards! That didn't hit.
You gotta eradicate
Oh, wait,
them.
did I get some?
Oh, the pistol. Yes.
You know how good the freaking pistol is in the
Oh,
first
shit.
game? I never realized it. I remember when I used to play Halo back in the day, I would never use the pistol. Oh my god!
The Magnum?
Not the Magnum, sorry, the energy
Energy pistol.
plasma pistol.
Oh, okay.
What?
Ow, 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 ow. Ow. Alright, Michael, you gotta go up there. You gotta run in. You gotta be like,
No, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna hit by a needle there.
like, no, it's okay.
Alright, well, I guess this is where we stop.
Alright, let's go back home, boys. Pack it up. Reach is falling.
Yeah! Kill this jackal. Ah! I did what you said. It worked.
There you go. But yeah, if anything, the top 10 games for me would either be, this would be like in one of them. That and Halo 3 and
We're gonna actually, you know what? That could be the topic. I mean, we did kind of talk about a bit of stuff. But that could be the topic of this video. Since it's the end of the year, you know. Talk
Top
about
10.
the games. The top. Do you want to do top 10 or top 5?
top 5.
All right, yeah, it'll be easier to do, especially like out of the blue right now. I'm over here
Talk
just
about
running
Donkey's
around.
top 5.
I actually made a list of my top 5. Cause me, Joseph, and Alfredo are gonna do a video later, probably next week or something. We're gonna talk about our top 5 games of the year
That you play or that are just yours?
that we've
just
played.
That you played?
Yes.
Like ever?
Because, well, of the year, I'm dead. No, of the year, it would be of the year that we played during that year. So it could be any game, but it has to be of the year. I'm dead again. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, these are at least. Careful. Teabag your body.
But yeah, anyways, that's what it would be. Eat my grenades, you bastard! Ah! Keep throwing me in there, coach.
Keep going in there. We'll kill them with their dead body. Oh, they're yelling at you now. They're mildly annoyed. Oh shit! Yo, go back, go back, go back!
Oh, you're dead! Ah!
Alright, I'm back, I'm back.
Okay, alright. Going back in.
Alright, good luck.
Damn, you're gonna smack him. But anyways,
What would be
Speaking
what
of-
would be your top, like your 5th game?
I had a list. I'm trying to. Oh Jesus Christ!
Here.
All right, this is probably not gonna
Oh,
be
shit.
an. Oh my God, you almost died too because that blew up right next to you.
Yeah, I know.
Just, I'm gonna keep dying and chucking grenades because you get a grenade every time you die. I just didn't hit anybody with that. But I believe number 5 on my list was, and okay, it's not the best game
Here.
ever
Stay back right here. I'll go in.
because it's number 5, you know.
Yeah.
But Forager
Forager.
was a nice little indie game about just foraging stuff. It's a good
Really?
time waster game. Like, it's just really, the art style is really nice. It just feels really smooth.
You stuck me with the fuck. Okay.
Yeah, it really stuck with me, you know, like that grenade on your body. But it was one of those games I just played through it. I got every single achievement. And then they
shit.
updated the game and pissed me off because no, I don't have every achievement. What are you doing?
You used to.
Oh, am I going in? Alright, how about this? Whoever's talking about the game stays by and sits here and the other person goes.
Okay, that sounds good. So you keep going. I'll go.
Okay. But yeah, it's an RPG game, kind
Uh-huh.
of. It's really weird. It's like Terraria, but not.
Simpler?
It's a little simpler. It's one of those games where like once you set up the autonomous like thing, like system, it just kind of the game kind of runs itself and you just start collecting everything.
So kind of like Factorio, or?
Kind of, but it has RPG elements because you go into dungeons and stuff like that. But
Okay.
like the game is broken. I'll be honest. Like I got so powerful to a point where I just murder everything. I wouldn't die. And I was able to do this in like 2 days. Like the game is short, but it's fun. But then again, I played it like almost all day, so there's that as well.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
But
What
yeah,
would you?
that's
Oh, there we go.
that's my number 5.
Oh. All right, you take over. All right, my 5th game. The thing is, like this year, I haven't played too many games besides like
Damn, I didn't kill it. Go ahead.
besides like a couple of the games that I used to play.
Yeah.
So my 5th game this year would probably be Apex Legends. Like that's one of the games that I've played the most this year, and I was like, it brought me back to like when we used to play PUBG and all that stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
So it was just so much fun going back to doing the battle royales, man.
I'm pulling up my list really quick. Okay, turns out Forager wasn't even on my list. Wow, okay. Continue, sorry. I just wanted to make sure that I was
Wait.
doing the right list. Forager
yeah,
was
so-
actually an honorable mention for me. Wow, you are a murderer.
Yeah, I am. Ooh, yeah. Right clicking is to drift. You could be a drift king. Be like, whoa. But yeah. So Apex Legends, like, I love it. Like, just being able to go back and drop in, and just get a game done over quickly, right? Because
Mhm.
like most of the games that I've been doing now, they're like that. Where like they don't take too much time anymore. I'm gonna contradict myself with like my 3rd pick, though. I'm pretty sure.
Oh!
Oh shit! You landed it.
Hide behind the truck.
Oh no!
that grenade of that.
But yeah. So Apex Legends was my favorite, and
Okay.
I still kind of play it right now, and it actually just came out this year too. I was surprised by that too actually. Like it's not even that old
Did
of a
it?
game. Yeah,
Oh yeah, it
came
came
this
out
year.
around like Anthem too. That's why.
Yeah, like it was pretty good game. Much better than
Oh,
Fortnite.
yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
when we
Do
try to
you
play
think it's
Fortnite.
killed Fortnite or no?
No,
Still no.
definitely not. Dude, Fortnite, it's so big it made its own freaking game launcher
I
and
don't-
store.
I haven't kept up with what they've been
But,
doing. Very interesting.
oh no! Oh. Okay. Good.
Okay, so looking at my top 5 list, I guess it's my turn.
Good.
Right? So I have to go back to number 5 again because I talked about the wrong game. My number 5 is okay. So my list is god awful. I'm just gonna tell you that now because all of them are remakes.
Go on.
All of them are remakes and
Oh,
and
okay.
remasters. So they're all games that I've played before, and I'm just like, oh yeah, new game.
The emphasis on new or parentheses, whatever.
So number 5 for me is Age of Empires 2, the definitive edition. So
Ooh, I need to play that game. so
yeah,
badly.
they remade the entire Age of Empires 2. Oh my god. The reason this is on my list as well, not only because I like Age of Empires,
Mhm.
but but my dad's favorite game is Age of Empires 2. And when I told him that they were remaking the game, he was a little skeptical about it because he's just like you know how people are. You're
Yeah.
used to the old thing. You're not really sure if it's gonna be good because he hated Age of Empires 3. He just did not. I'm not Age of Empires 3. I don't think it was a bad game. It just was so much different than Age of Empires 2 that people who are used to the simplicity yet complexity of Age of Empires 2 really did not enjoy the complexity of Age of Empires 3. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I told him that Age of Empires 2 was coming out, he was very, very.
Get out, get out, get out, get out.
I'm trying. It's not working. How do you get out?
Oh,
Oh, I
that's
hit you.
hit me.
That's not the right button.
Nope.
How do I get out of here?
Hold E.
E. But yeah, that's like one of the big reasons because my dad's favorite game, and I get to play games with him again. And the game looks so much nicer. They fixed so many things that we had problems with before, like farms interrupting the middle of the battle. Like it'd be freaking having huge battles, and then suddenly you just hear. You're just like, God damn it! Gotta go back and manage my farms. Now they have an auto farm now, which is awesome.
Do you play against him or do you play with him?
I try to convince him to play like me and him versus computer, but he's like, no, fight against me, and I always win. So I feel bad. But no, we still have a good time. He's unlike me. He's a good winner. I mean, good loser. Like he can lose and be fine. It's not like me where
You'll laugh about it and everything.
yeah. For me, I'm like, what could I have done better? I'm so bad. Like, oh jeez, I hate it so much, and I'm trying to get better at it, but I'm terrible at losing.
That'd probably be the opposite. Yeah, like I would be like competitive to the point where like restart. I could do it again.
You should have seen it. I was playing a baseball game with Ryan, and I don't know how to play this game, and he was beating the hell out of me, and I got frustrated to the point where I was like, I don't want to play anymore. I just literally was just like, I'm done playing this. Like, I hate it so much. It's like I can't just sit down
Face
and
bird.
try to learn it. But anyways, that's my number 5.
Oh.
Oh, you're
Perfect.
dead. Alright, well, after you respawn, I'm gonna run in. I
Alright.
have a shotgun.
So
now. Oh,
I'll do my.
This is
You
your
found
number
a shotgun? What?
yeah, it was it was in the back of the building when I was just running around. Hey, dummy. Oh, jeez,
Alright,
that didn't
so
do any
my-
damage.
My number 4 then, because I already did my number 5, right? Whew, let's see. Man, I played a lot of games. Played a couple games. Played a decent amount of games this year. Let's see that library, because I still have them downloaded. I think.
Oh my god.
Okay, so my number 4 would have to be, just because I played it so much, right?
Uh-huh.
Is Enter the Gungeon.
Ooh, that's a good game.
Yeah, that I played that game a lot more than I did. What was my 5th game? No, actually, I played a lot more than a lot more Apex than I did Enter the Gungeon. But it's just, I just
Do you-
loved it so much.
Do you think it's
like-
more appealing than Apex Legends, or like?
Oh yeah, like with Apex you get mad just because like the way the net coding is, the like how long it takes to just to like get in a game or whatever,
Mhm.
and like say for example you could die like right away in Apex, like you just drop and you know you die, right? Where Enter the Gungeon, like you could still survive, but you know if you ever get hit like once in the game, you want to restart over
Yeah,
and over
yeah.
and over again, and you get in that point.
Who's your favorite character in the game?
Can you beat it?
And Enter the Gungeon,
Yeah.
the convict,
Com. Mine
Yeah.
was the.
corgi girl.
No. I tried her. She was okay.
It was either that guy,
I like the
girl,
Marine and the pilot.
the pilot. Yeah, I played a lot of the pilot because of his he can store like another gun or something like that.
Yeah, another equipment.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'm a hoarder in games, so just like just give me everything.
I'm a hoarder in real
I
life.
actually try to be a data hoarder. Like later on in life, I'll probably just like try and get as much music videos and DVDs
Oh,
as
yeah,
possible. Just save it, archive it. I mean,
I mean, I already have like 10 terabytes of storage on my computer. So I just download so much stuff.
I'll stay back.
Hey, it's Cat.
I
Take
can't.
the grenade! Bitch. Oh, I got a bunch.
I'm not hiding in the building where they are at. That's where we're gonna need to go.
Yeah.
I hope you're here.
Yeah.
But yeah, Enter the Gungeon, like, it also has the pixel graphics, which I just find so,
Oh,
like,
that's
much appealing. Like, so appealing compared to, like, other games. Like, the ugliest game for me this year would have to be, like, I don't know, you haven't played it, but I think it'd be, like, Hell Let Loose, which is, like, a World War II game, a MMO World War II game, whatever.
Uh-huh.
And it's like you could barely tell what's going on. It's like all muddy and everything. But the pixel graphics just pops everything out. And then I'd be like in between games where like we're playing, I'd put on the some like electro music and turn down the in-game volume for the music, and just try and go with the beat with that. It was just so much fun. I actually got to the point where I would try and I'd go onto the wiki and try and find like the secret passages and stuff like that.
Secret
Because I know there's like millions of secrets in the game, like the secret rooms or whatever.
Mhm.
There's like millions of different secrets in the game. I just want to know them all, but it's impossible. There's too many. But yeah, man, it's just.
That's always fun when you like get so invested in a game, you're like looking up guys and stuff, and it's just
Yeah. And I actually felt like I was cheating too when I was doing that. Like, no, I gotta find this my own way. But I know I'd be like, it'd be so many hours to put in, like, just to pump into a game like that. And like, it's a game that you don't really do too much, you know?
Mhm.
I haven't even killed the freaking dragon guy yet. Like, that's how long it's taken me. I always die when I get to him. And I don't even think I made it to the second phase of that fight.
Jeez, they're getting pretty close to you.
What?
They're getting pretty close to you. So,
Oh.
was that
But,
all your that was all your number 4, right?
I was gonna say one more thing.
Uh,
No, that's pretty much it, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So number 4,
I liked
Enter
it.
the Gungeon.
No, go back in, come back in, come back in.
Oh,
No, no, we're good, we're good. No, we gotta kill them all. Because I know there's a point where the door closes. When she closes the door and you get stuck out there.
oh, we're supposed to.
Did you like Enter the Gungeon, right?
Yeah, that was I played that one for a good while actually. That's pretty fun. That's why when you said it, I was like, oh, Oh, I know that one. For me, number 4 was Monster Hunter Iceborne. So an expansion.
Okay.
They blew it out of the park. I feel with this expansion, they added a lot more stuff. It's just overall really fun. It has a couple downsides, I must admit. Oh my god, this thing is. How did you do that?
Oh, the assassination?
Yeah, that was cool.
You have to get behind him and hold that or hold Q. I got a sword.
Nice. But yeah, anyways, Monster Hunter Iceborne, it was good, it was fun. A lot of stuff they added was really cool. They brought back a lot of old monsters, and the environments are beautiful. They're doing really good. Capcom is just knocking it out of the park with their games right
Like,
now. So.
no joke, I actually bought Monster Hunter when it released, but my computer was like, it was kind of stuttering. Like,
Oh damn.
yeah, I'm at that point where I'm like, I gotta upgrade. But I spent so much money this year, I can't do it.
Yeah, Capcom is just doing really good right now. I mean, a couple honorable mentions: Devil May Cry 5. I mean, that was fun. I played that when I have it. Not on my top 5, but I must say it was pretty good though. Like, not a bad game at all. And then my number 3, just to connect it to Capcom, Resident Evil 2 Remake. Holy moly, that was really good. That was fun.
Damn.
That's the one with the door. They took out the loading screens on the doors, right?
I'll take that,
Yeah.
6. Now take them in.
I got a live one over here.
I've never played a Resident Evil game. Like none of them.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I never owned a PlayStation. So like, the whole time, I love the movies. Like, I love the movies even though they have no representation
Oh my
to like
god.
the.
I forget that
actual-
you like the movies.
I love the movies. I just love zombie movies so much.
Okay, I'll admit the first movie was okay, but everything after that, oh my god.
What about Raccoon City?
No,
You like
all
that guy?
They were all just, I mean, subjective. It's subjective, but they were all trash.
No, yeah. I just like it because like the it's an action movie, you know. The story.
Clear the hole.
I heard the Resident Evil games though, they have a good story, right?
Yeah, the Resident Evil games have a really awesome story. And that was kind of the thing too, is people wondered why like Resident Evil became such a action game after. And in a way, it's really hard to keep the game horror unless you keep making new stories. Oh my god, what is that?
Forklift.
Oh! But
Alright, go ahead. Go.
because it became eventually became a I mean, like
Oh
a
no, you
Resident-
go. You hide back. Go.
Oh. Resident Evil 5. Oh my god, I almost died. Resident Evil 5 and 6 became more of an action game, and it wasn't until 7 that it became back to horror. And what do they have to do for 7 to be horror? Seclude it to a little house, you know, and which
Yeah, no,
you know,
the
back to
whole-
Resident Evil. It's in a Resident.
The mansion,
Residence.
right?
Actually, this time it was like in 2 different areas. It was like one was like in a little shack house thing, whatever. And the second one when it was in, or the second area you go to this other building that then eventually leads to another lab because Resident Evil always ends up in a lab.
There was some mods for that game, wasn't there? Like
I'm
they
sure.
changed the main character to like a choo-choo, like a Thomas the Tank engine or
Yeah,
whatever.
they have a lot of mods for that. They have a lot of mods for a lot of games. But yeah, Resident Evil 2 was just good. They remade the story and it was really nice with freaking models and textures. The art in general was really great. The animations were amazing.
Yeah. Would you still play the original, or would you just gonna stick to this one now?
I wouldn't mind playing the original, honestly. But
Isn't it different? Like they changed it from a top-down perspective to the full frontal, whatever, first
Well,
person.
no, this one's the original was like a fixed camera perspective,
Yeah.
and this one is more of a over the shoulder. It's
Okay.
an over the shoulder game, just camera perspective.
Does that change it anyway, or?
It's just a little bit more actiony because of it,
Okay.
but it's still fine. The original I would play just because those camera angles are a little bit artistic, you know, like gives a little bit of a, even though some people don't like it. But yeah, I wouldn't mind playing the original again. Oh jeez, what was that? Oh, it kicked me
What?
out.
Kicked you out?
Like the door closed and I couldn't.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's my number 4 and my number 3 would be Monster Hunter Iceborne and Resident Evil 2 remake.
Sweet. Come down here real quick.
Yeah.
I'll give you this over here. Take the sword. The sword of 1,000 truths. And I'll head back with the shield. Alright, so I did number 3, right? So my number 2 for this year. Ooh, there's a lot of them. Because okay, so I played a lot in the very beginning of the year. I played a lot of They Are Billions.
Oh yeah.
I played a lot of that. I played a little bit of City Skylines, which I love that game. And then RimWorld, obviously. Like I love RimWorld as well. All those 3 games are like, you know, you build your own base and you go after wave after wave after wave. Besides City Skylines where you just build the city, but even then that's still
So
fun.
just like construction and management games.
I would have to say like a base building, yeah. Because like I did played Stellaris as well. I just love the 4X game. There's so there's so many different things that can happen in the game, you know. But I think I'm gonna talk mainly about probably RimWorld. I'll talk more about RimWorld this one because dude,
I still need to play that one.
I'm surprised you haven't played it yet.
It's because I'm waiting for it to go on sale and I know it's not.
Yeah, like right now, just because it's like it's a single player game, right? Actually, no, there's multiplayer now. They added multiplayer.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's a mod though. But right now, online for RimWorld, there's
How long?
12,748
my
people
life.
playing the game still.
Jeez.
If the question is
Yeah,
when will
and
the
it's
station
like
be
a-
back online,
The single
2
player.
weeks.
It's pretty cool.
This is plasma damage.
It looks fun though. I want to try it.
Components are fried,
2 minutes
Yeah,
is too
you just
long.
gotta
which
like.
is why I'm splicing into the main
Have you ever played
overland
Dwarf
bundle to get
Fortress?
you a direct line to Colin
Dwarf
Holland.
Fortress?
Yeah, Dwarf Fortress.
my
Oh,
lights,
Dwarf? No,
Commander.
I have not.
What about Factorio?
I have.
Find out
no.
what she knows.
What about Command and Conquer?
That's assault. That's assault.
What's your name?
What?
Oh, he.
Oh,
told me.
what George? No, okay, so
Um.
basically, yeah, you do your own colony, and you gotta build your own base, and you know, it's kind of like Stardew Valley then, where like you have that perspective where like you gotta farm and
So you
everything.
just like more real-time strategy kind of games.
Dude, I love real-time strategy games.
Yeah.
Oof.
Real-time strategy.
sorry.
Why would you be?
Yeah,
I
it's.
thought Age of Empires is my favorite. That's why I have an RTS
Big man
on my
forgets what he
list.
is sometimes.
Yeah. Dude, with the RimWorld,
She needs a full
you can.
She's
The
not the
one thing I
only
love
one.
about it
Walk
is that
down,
it's
both of you.
there's so many mods for the game where like
Get
it
her on her
adds
feet.
so like
The body
there's a
fits.
Cthulhu mod for it
Really?
where like yeah where like you can make your own cult religion and everything for it and like you start summoning like the old gods and everything, and in the world that
Signal.
you play in
It's patchy, but it's there.
every time you do
I'll
that
take
you
it.
just start getting more and more
Let's not
raids
touch anything.
because the planet's
You
like,
want to
hey,
ground
we
this
gotta kill
place.
these guys, they're gonna kill us all. And you could do the cannibalistic side of RimWorld,
What's
which
your
is like
situation? Over.
really weird.
Colonel, this is
I
Noble
would never do
1.
that, but like
There are no rebels.
it's up to you. It's you know
The Covenant are on
you play it
reach.
as ever you want.
Acknowledge?
Yeah.
Come again, Noble One.
Yeah, like there's a
Did you
Star
say
Wars mod,
Covenant?
a
Affirmative.
Warhammer 40k
It's the winter
mod,
contingency.
Starship Trooper mod,
May God help us all.
and a Halo mod. They're just all fun.
It's a lot of mods.
Yeah.
Would you just
It's-
recommend
it's
just playing
just
the
super-
default game?
Yeah. The default's really fun too. Like the main objective is to just get off the the planet.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to build your base and then build the ship up and everything. Basically, just survive until you build the ship and then you're off.
Hmm.
But then no one really does that. Like no one ever like tries to just, you know, get a ship and get off. they'll just try and survive as long as they can, because they're like, no matter what, their waves are gonna get bigger, like to the point where they lag your computer, and like that'll probably be your end. Like it'll just corrupt your file because it's just too big.
I've done that on a few games.
Yeah.
Awesome though. RimWorld.
Be
Number
advised,
2.
Kilo 3-3 and Kilo 3-4.
That one, and I'd like to get a special mention to
Roger that.
They Are
Stand by to
Billions,
receive and respond.
Yes.
because it may be the same thing where like it's a wave, a zombie wave of zombies and stuff like that.
That one's a tower defense, right?
It is a tower defense, yeah. And you can build your own units and everything too. And you gotta, there's a farming thing too, but like not too in depth, you know.
So it's like an
But
RTS tower defense?
Yes.
I mean, tower defenses are all RTS. Pretty much.
There's also a campaign that just got released this year for it. It's a little bit bare bones. Like
Alright, people.
you could see they didn't really do too much, you know, they didn't put too much effort into it.
Give those troopers a hand.
But it's still pretty
Cat
fun.
6, you're out here.
Like I haven't beat it
George
yet.
Meal,
But
you're next. Get
there's this
prepped.
one map where like
Let's move, Lieutenant.
you literally have to stop the zombies from taking the bridge, and
Oh, she
it's
lost an
just
arm?
super-
Sorry, I
super-
just noticed that.
Yeah, it's a cyborg bar.
Have you played Frostpunk?
I've seen it all the time.
My brother's been playing that one.
Is it fun?
I
Cause
have no idea. He says he liked it. I gotta check those games out. They Are Billions and
if you're into strategy games,
sorry, I was
I
trying
would
to
go
fight
for it.
something. They Are Billions and RimWorld. Yeah, definitely.
And City Skylines, just because I played it, and like it's a game I played a lot this year.
I got into City Skylines, and then my city fell apart, and I got sad.
See, that's the thing with the, like, for me, for games though, they I feel like it's just too. I'm starting to get to that point where in my life where like it feels pointless, you know, to play games.
Yeah. I'm getting
Like,
like
it's
that
just-
too.
It's like a time waster. Like every time I try to like, I look at my Steam profile on my Steam page, I'm like, oh, there's this game called, you know, like Halo, like this game. There's a game called Halo. I could play it, you know, it'd be fun. But what do I gain out of it? Like, is there a point to it? Like, not really.
Just
You know,
gotta
it's just
take it at face value. It's fun, and use that resource wisely. I think what we do is we what's the word? We overindulge in it. And it's supposed to be a
it's just for relaxing.
it's supposed to
and
be a
stuff, you know?
reward, you know.
Yeah.
We do overindulge, and I've noticed that. I mean, like today, I wasn't actually gonna get on and play video games until you messaged me, and I was like, nah, I don't wanna like say no to Alex again. I feel like I've said it too many times. I want to play some games with Alex. And so I was like, yeah, let's go, man.
Nah, we were playing Jackpot. It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
That's what game that's like I thought it was pretty fun. this
Oh
year.
yeah, okay, sorry. That one's not on my list, but yes, honorable mention to
Yeah.
Jackbox Party because I had him for a while and I was like,
never-
those kind of look lame. I didn't want to try
I
it.
never thought it would be that fun.
Yeah, they're really fun. I've been playing them a lot now.
You know that one spaceship one? I
Oh.
feel like if we could get like the maximum people or whatever,
Oh, no.
let's just see what kind of chaos that would entail.
Definitely.
But yeah, honorable mention for that one. I like that one.
That was like a surprising game of the year.
Oh yeah. Just for this year though. In total, like all of gaming, not too sure.
Jackals look so awesome on this game.
Here, use the forklift. Go ram him with the forklift, Michael. I believe in you.
Oh.
Over here. You got this. I believe in you. You lifted him. He's out of bounds. What the fuck? He's out of bounds.
I gave him the high ground. No.
Oh no.
Alright, he's dead. But yeah, my number 2. They Are Billions is your number 2, right?
They Are Billions, RimWorld, an RTS game.
Oh, no, sorry, RimWorld. RimWorld is your number 2. They Are
Yeah.
Billions is your honorable mention.
Yeah.
My number 2 It's Super Mario 64, baby. No, I was kidding.
Oh,
How to
okay.
do
I
a
thought you were
donkey-
going
How
the.
to do a donkey shout out.
I thought you were going the donkey route. I'm like Super Mario Brothers 2. Oh yeah.
No, for me, and I'm sure my friends all thought that I was gonna put Nitro Kart as number 1, but Crash Team Racing Nitro Kart is a remake. Holy crap, that game is awesome. They're adding
was it?
every character ever to exist in the Crash universe in that game right now, and it's just amazing.
Dude, you love Crash Bandicoot, huh? Like,
Dude, like they added a character that was only in Japan and was on the phone only. They added her to the game.
What? She was on the phone. Oh, just like the.
She was on a mobile version of the game.
Oh, okay.
And she was like the main character of a mobile version that never came to America.
Side subject. You've had kids when you're subbing that they just play the Mario Kart game on their phone? Has that happened to you yet?
No.
Because Mario Kart has their own racing game as on the phone app, whatever. And it's like, why? Like, I kind of wish I had this when I was a kid, but not.
I mean, I don't think it's
not
that
really,
good,
you know?
but that's just me. I played it for a little bit. Keep using this
All right,
one.
so that would be your second, right?
Yeah, that was my number 2. I don't really have to say much about it. It's a racing game. It
It's
won
just
Racing Game of the Year, by the way. Just
Oh,
saying.
really? Shit.
It's amazing.
At the Video Game Awards.
Yeah, because you know that means a lot. But yeah.
I kind of liked it this year. It was alright
Yeah,
this year.
I just had a lot of advertisements.
Yeah. A lot of world premiere.
World premiere. Oh, that guy's dead. Oh, I'm dead. I said that guy's dead. Misses him, hits me.
Oh, I'm dead too.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
That's our first time.
Yeah. This is the second map too, by the way.
Have we just been talking?
Yeah.
Casually playing through Legendary.
The one
Um,
other honorable mention I'd like to give at least is this game.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because like I was thinking about putting this on the number 1 just because I'm, nostalgia. But
How did that
it's not. It's not the best game for me. I'm gonna die. I'm dead. Okay.
The area of effect of these things. This 2 out of 10. This game. Remove from honorable mentions. What is this? This is garbage.
Yeah, fuck this game.
No, I'm just kidding. So before number 1s, we should mention any other honorable mentions we have.
Oh yeah. So mine would be this game, Halo.
Mhm.
The second game would have to be probably Project Zomboid. Project Zomboid. I'm dead. Rip. And or don't die. What else? What else? I'm looking through my games right now. Oh, League of Legends. Just because.
Lego
I
of
played a lot.
Legendos.
I played a lot of League of Lugans, whatever. I'm dead again. That's cool.
I'm not done yet. So that's your honorable mentions.
Yeah. What would yours be?
All right. So Forager, like I said before, I gave it.
Oh, that's not. That lost the roll.
that was an honorable mention. Devil May Cry 5, which I honorable mentioned earlier. Blasphemous. That one, I was actually surprised. It's pretty fun. Not fun enough for me to play it again, but it was fun enough that I played through the whole thing and it was pretty good. Dusk. Okay, so I have a couple honorable mentions on my list that I haven't beaten the game yet, but I played a little bit of it and I was already like, alright, I need to make time sometime later and play these games. And Dusk is one of those games. It's
Dusk Elysium? No, that's Disco.
no, Disco Elysium, which is a game that I will give a shout out for because it sounds very interesting and I want to try it.
It won like 3 awards. I'm like, what the fuck
Dude,
is this
okay.
game? I never heard of it.
It's like a point and click adventure game, but it has like RPG elements and like the way the RPG elements work is so weird because like you have like personality traits, and depending on which personality traits you pick, Like these, you start hearing these voices, and they start like telling you like, oh yeah, you're like this. No, you're like this. And it just starts like defining who you are as a person. And like you can go down so many different routes apparently. Like it's weird.
I love driving the Warthog just aside. Side note.
But yeah, Disco Elysium. That wasn't on my honorable mentions, but that is a game that you should probably check out along with Grease. I heard that one's pretty good. I bought that game on the sale.
Is that okay? So is that 2D animated?
I think so.
Like I've seen. It looks like it's 2D animated, just like on the computer, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really looked too much into it. I know it won some awards though, so that's the only reason I'm giving a shout out really quick. Not from my own opinion, but just, you know, I heard it won some stuff. Go check it out. That doesn't always mean it's good, but go check it out. So yeah, Dusk. It's like a classic.
Oh shit!
Oh my god, you killed us. It's like a classic, like old Doom shooter slash Quake, but they remade it. Like, you know, it's actually a current game that came out recently.
Wait, what was
I think
it
it
again?
came out last year. Actually.
What was
But
it?
It's called Dusk. Remember the one that's
Dusk.
Yeah. And it's like it has like that horror element to it where it's like demons and cultist members and you're just, but it's like Doom where you're just running around shooting everything. Doom and Quake.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really cool and it's done in that art style too, so it's like really awesome. And like you can do like little free arenas and you get to like see how long you can last and stuff. It's really cool. The guns are all awesome. They're all like classic guns from those kind of type of games, shooter games. So it's just a really fun game. Like they did.
Oh,
the,
oh. Okay.
Oh my God.
I know you almost kicked me out.
But yeah, he just really good classic love letter to those games, those classic
Love Letter was pretty fun too.
games. Speaking of love letters,
Yeah.
yeah, Asmodee love, shout out to them. They're pretty good. My
At
next
first
one
I was like, how do you play this game?
oh my god, what is happening?
I don't know. We gotta activate that, but
Next honorable mention is another game that I planned to do a review of. I was supposed to do it in October, but life got crazy and I'm terrible. Lost in Vivo.
Lost in Vivo.
Lost in Vivo. I'm sure
No
if I
joke,
played
like,
it,
half of these
probably-
games I'm like, what?
Yeah, I know. I'm sure if I played it, it'd probably be my number one right now. It's a horror game that's kind of like Silent Hill, but it's first person, and holy moly, does it look creepy, and I really want to try it. And I heard it's really good, so you guys should check it out. Lost in Vivo. It like starts off with like your dog getting swept into a sewer drain, and so you have to go hunt it down into the sewers, and it just goes to hell from there. So, and it's again in an art style, old art style, like PS1 game art style.
Yeah.
So it's pretty creepy. Like it has that retro PS1 art style. So like low polygons, but creepy atmosphere. Anyways, it also
So
it has a lot of fourth wall breaking stuff apparently that you don't see coming sometimes.
It's one of those spooky games.
Spooky. But it's also a shooter game because you have to like kill monsters and stuff. That's a lot of stuff.
I died to a grunt that was running after me with my own grenade.
Hell out of here. So another one. Actually, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna be honest.
There's a lot.
I don't have a number one because I couldn't decide on number one.
Okay, okay.
All my honorable mentions are number one. I was kidding. This next game,
We're all great.
God, I'll probably just shoot up Nitro Kart to 1, just put this game as like number 4 maybe, because I had a lot of fun with this game, and if I had more time, I would definitely go back to it. But it was just such a hard game, so I can't really put it as number 1. This is not really easily accessible by everybody, so that's the only reason I can't put it as number 1.
Yeah,
she's
fucking,
driving.
you're not driving, cat.
But Lobotomy Corporation,
Bro.
dude, that was some interesting game. I enjoyed it very much.
You saw the video I sent you, right?
Yeah, dude. SCPs with animes and everything. It was really fun. Or like it was
What
like
more can you
Fallout
ask?
Shelter, kind of. Not really good. I'm gonna die. We're dead. I'm dead.
dead to you.
But yeah, Lobotomy Corporation. It's a hard as hell game, but it has a lot of interesting stuff. I'm not gonna tell you anymore because you gotta figure it out yourself if you're interested in playing it.
It's just that good.
It's just good. Yeah. So I guess yeah, I'd probably just. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll see if I have a number one.
Let me do my number one then.
Oh wait, I still got a couple more. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
It's just there's a lot of good games I liked, but none of them where I'm like, yeah, top 5. You know,
Top five.
Cultist Simulator. Cultist
Cultist- that's the
Simulator.
card
I
one.
got it on Humble Bundle, and I was very surprised how much I enjoyed it. Apparently made by the not apparently, it's objectively true. Created by the people who made Sunless Sea and Sunless Skies, I think it's called.
Mhm.
Very cool narrative card game. The music is amazing. All you're doing is reading. Like, it's one of those games you're just reading most of the time. But it's just everything just feels really nice about it, and it's just a really fun, relaxing game to play. It's hard. It is another hard game, because I hate myself. And then after that,
I feel the pain.
this game is old, but it's still running strong. Actually, I have 2 games on this list that are old that are still running strong. Don't Starve Together. They're still updating that game and still putting a lot of crap in it. And Dead by Daylight. That game is the game I play the most right now, Dead by Daylight. It's still broken as hell and unfair as all garbage, but I still have fun with it. Yeah, that's it. And then last but not least.
Wait, one more honorable mention for
Okay,
me.
what is it? What you got?
World of Tanks.
Oh yeah, that one's pretty fun.
Dude, I had so much fun playing that game. Cat, get the fuck out of
just driving away
I would
from
fucking leave her. No, okay, so World of Tanks, I was just on a huge World War II, World War One kick
Uh-huh.
when the World War One in color came out on Netflix or whatever. I'm like, oh, I gotta watch this now, you know. And it was very informational that I actually knew how to do tanks, every single tank game and everything. I forgot about all of them now, but you know, it's
I hate that when you play games where you're like, oh, I know what to do, and then after you stop playing, you're like, you come back, God, I don't know how to play this game anymore.
yeah. During that whole time, I was getting really good, and I'm like, okay, you unlock tanks by as however long you play, and I was playing it so long that I was one stage away from unlocking it, but then I just stopped because okay, I'm done, you know. It's not my kind of game. Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Were they using our own gun? Our own turret?
Yeah, they're in the Warhawk
Oh
turret.
wow. Yeah. World of
Okay,
Tanks.
so what was your one?
Oh, well, not my one. I still have one more honorable mention.
Okay.
Risk
love
of
these
Rain
honorable
2.
I
Alright,
haven't played
so I just bought Alex's game
Yeah.
today. Probably gonna play it.
20 seconds ago. Or 20 minutes ago, probably.
But anyways, yeah, really fun game. It came out of nowhere. Nobody expected this game. It just was suddenly there, and everyone was like, "What?" Risk of Rain
you're not
1 was very interesting. I really enjoyed that one. So seeing them, they're still updating the game because the game's apparently not technically fully out. It's really cool though. And that's my last honorable mention. All right. So your number one, sir.
My number one has to be Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. I've been playing with it. I've been playing that game since the first day, in release.
Uh-huh.
Not when it was back in Final Fantasy XI. I mean, when it basically when it came out, right? It's an MMO for Final Fantasy, but I was just, I was ready for this one. Because every time there's a new expansion, right? Or every time there's just a game out in general, you play it, especially if it's MMOs, you play it and then you take a break, right?
Uh-huh.
This one, I did the exact same thing, so I had to catch up with all this stuff with Wander and everything, my other friend, and there's just so much to explain about that game. That I want to explain it all, but can't do it in time, you know. There's, I'll just say that the story is perfect. It made me cry at the end because you like the one character that is in the game now that came back
Mhm.
was in the first one, in the very first expansion, and it was really heart wrenching to see like that one character again. And I'm dead again. Fuck.
Oh damn it. We both died.
But yeah, Final Fantasy 14, like, oof. You should play that too, Michael. It's
It's an MMO.
yeah. Ooh,
Okay.
nice, kill it. You should, if you ever have the time for another MMO, I would definitely go there. Not World of Warcraft, because I played WoW Legion this year too. And, well actually,
Not Legion, right? It was
not Legion, it was a Battle for Azeroth. Yeah, I completely dropped like all Blizzard games. It's just,
it's disappointing.
I don't like Blizzard anymore. Nope, not one bit. Maybe until next expansion, but that's about it. Just to see what's going on. Actually, no. This new one that doesn't look the Shadowlands or whatever. Like, did you see it?
Which one?
Shadowlands for.
Oh, the next one? No, I haven't seen it at all.
Dude, it's. Do you like Arthas?
That was pretty cool. I liked when he was the Lich King.
Did you like Sylvanas? You like Sylvanas, huh?
Not too much anymore.
Alright, well, that's all it's worth. I'm gonna let you in on.
Okay.
It's. I didn't like the cinematic trailer they did this year. It was bad. Oh no, get on the Goscan. Goscan.
So, Final Fantasy #1, huh?
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, back to Final Fantasy. It was. It just kicks the crap out of WoW now, dude. Like, the only one complaint I had is that Final Fantasy is segmented, so it's not open world like World of Warcraft, where like, you know, you can fly from one zone to the other.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go through like loading screens to get to from one point to the other. Like the maps are pretty big, but it's just it takes you out, you know, every time you have to load in and stuff. If there was a ghost here.
I destroyed it. Oh no, it's at there.
Put it down. But yeah, so, and you know how whenever you play an MMO, you like make a character, and like you could go through the story like that. Well, in Final Fantasy, your character and like its gear, it gets put into the cinematics for it. Not like the HD ones, but like, you know, the game cinematic. And it just gets you like way more involved than it did. Oh, that was a grunt. Suicide, okay.
Oh!
But it gets you way more involved in the
I know
story.
they shoot your body.
Yep. Nice.
Ah!
He's killed.
I gotta check it out though. MMOs always really hard to sell me now with MMOs.
It's very. If you play it, I'll go back and play it with you. He just shot me in the air.
God.
If you go back, if you ever get into the game, I'll play with you. Because I feel like it's a game where you'll get completely lost, I'd say, if you try it. Like, unless you have someone, you know, kind of holding your hand and where to go and what to do, you'll get lost. Because there's always a, like, every time there's an update, you have to look up online, like, oh, where's this quest? Because they basically leak it with the story, you know?
Yeah.
So you gotta find out where the storyline is. And this,
So like original World of Warcraft.
Yeah. Dude, no joke though, the storyline for Final Fantasy is pretty good. But it's so fucking long. Like, it's a Final Fantasy game, you know, like all of them are long. And this one is like no joke, because every time there's an expansion you gotta finish all the story leading up to the next one. And there's no like shortcut unless you want to buy it, like buy the shortcut, but then there's no point in buying the story, you know? You get completely lost and all that. I'm gonna try and take this in with us because it's pretty good. Because just in this spot right here, they have the little roadblocks, but you could sometimes get it past. Okay.
It's my number one game.
What is your number one game?
My number one game is Super Mario Brothers 2.
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding. Super Mario Sunshine.
Super Mario Sunshine.
I'm just kidding. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I actually don't know what my number one is. What would be my number? Oh, you got
there
it.
we go. Hey, there we go. You're not supposed to do this at all.
We're
Dead.
God. And you're dead.
Run away!
Run!
Alright, I'm back. But
What would be my
oh
number
yeah,
one game?
one more thing that I've saved up enough money in Final Fantasy 14 to actually, or get into the glasses real quick, to actually buy a house in the game. Because that's the one thing I always wanted to do in the game, but it's basically, think about like saving up 7 million gold in WoW. Like, for some people it's not that bad because they play the auction house and everything. But when you're me and you don't play the game at all, like the profession side of the game, or the auction house side of the game, you're flat broke, you know, all the time. But this time I actually like saved up enough money to buy a medium house. That's what it's called. So it's like about 15 million gil or something like that. Yeah.
Sounds like that.
Oh wait. Oh shit. Oh. But yeah. So I still have the money though, because I never played long enough to actually get the house. To ever get the house, so I still got all that money in my character. Wander though, my friend. She, oh my god, she actually bought a large guild house that's like 150 million gil. Yeah, and I'm like, I always hated trying to ask her for money.
How dare you ask her for money? What's wrong
That's
with
it,
you?
like, I always stopped myself, but I kept, you know, because she has money and she kept asking like, oh, you need money? Alright. Here, let me turn on the elevator, okay? You might want to get off. Actually, I can't get to the elevator. Alright, so here's the plan, right? Get in the side seat. So we might die doing this, but it's fun to try and get this up there. Alright.
I'll
Press the
open the elevator.
Never mind.
Going out with a bang, huh? Oh! Number one game! I don't know what it'll be. Yeah, I'll probably just bump up Crash Nitro Kart to that. Oh, okay, thanks.
You were gonna
Look at
bump
her.
up Nitro Kart again?
I don't know, man. I need to play more games.
There has to be a number one game for you. You have 2,000 games
Number
in your
one
life.
game for me is Life, because it kicked my ass and I learned a lot from it.
No, did I tell you that the one class I subbed for had a D&D group in it?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like they had a board game club during lunch.
Oh, nice.
And-
What school is
yeah.
that?
Cal Arrow, over here, Chino. But it's yeah, they knocked on the door like, hey, Mr. Rodriguez, can we come in for lunch? I'm like, why? You know, like, let's go out, go eat. You know, don't be in here. But they told me like, oh no, we got a game club and we're wondering if we can still, you know, play the games here.
That's awesome.
I'm like, sure. And like not even 5 minutes later, like I have like 30 kids in my class
What
asking
games
if
were they
they can.
playing?
So, okay, so like 5 kids, 5 girls were playing the Game of Life. That's why when you brought it up, I'm like, oh yeah, that game. So they're playing Game of Life. Another 5 kids were playing. They were playing poker or something like that.
Oh,
They're playing
favorite
like
pastime
poker,
game.
goldfish, whatever. Yeah. And then 2 kids were playing the Connect 4. And then like 7 to 10 kids were just huddled around the corner of the room playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh wow.
And I was actually surprised, like, oh yeah, because the dungeon master was a girl, and I was just like, dude, that is so cool, you know.
Get him.
I was just like, that is so cool, you know. And one of the kids told me, he told me like, yeah, I play a girl in Dungeons and Dragons, like he plays a girl character. And I'm like, I don't care, dude. Good job, good for you. Alright, sorry about that, man. It's really cool to like that I saw that.
That's interesting though. That's really crazy. That sounds really fun though. I wish I had those kids. 'Cause you know me, I have my own game club.
Yeah. So you should. Yeah. But I did have to deal with another bratty kid that whole time.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was
Always one.
good. It was a good thing though, because I got him in first period, and and he noticed me from last week or whatever when I was there. And he's like, "Hey, Mr. Rodriguez, like you're cool." I'm like, "Hey, don't make me send you to the office. I'm warning you." He's like, "Hey, don't worry about it."
I'm dead, brother.
Oh, you're dead.
That's my
Oh, shit.
corpse right there. Oh Jesus, there's hunters.
No, it's
Or they just have green blast.
super elite. It's that one cannon.
God damn it.
Here, I'll let you do this one yourself. Okay, so continue to number 1 as well. No. Just stack everything.
I don't know, man. Like, I really can't. The game I played the most is Dead by Daylight right now.
Dead by Doodle Bob, yep.
Dead by Doodle Bob. But yeah, for like other parts, I don't know. Crashing Racing was another game I played a lot of. Oh crap, it's a Jack!
You could assassinate him too.
Yeah, I don't.
Here, look at this guy.
Or who get which guy? Oh,
Assassinate him. Hold Q on his back.
didn't work.
Never mind. We fucked up. No, run away. It's right here.
Ah!
You gotta kill the banshees here. So do the lock thing mechanism.
Oh. That's
That
pretty
guy's
cool.
fucked.
Where's that in Halo 1? Let me see.
Yeah. You're number 1.
My number 1 game. I'm like looking at Steam. What did I play on?
You played a lot. I know you did.
I know, but I don't really have anything. What's like my favorite food? This is not helpful at all.
Like, these are my favorites, but I didn't play them this year.
Beautiful, ain't it? Let's take a picture.
What about...
Nice work, by the way. I ain't
Sekiro, Shadows Die
Five,
Twice.
6.
Yep.
Back to the science wing. Dr.
Did you even play? You didn't play that.
Definitely the game I played.
Repeat.
What the heck?
Sounded like you said Halsey.
Yeah, he didn't play
Copy
that
that on
this
our
year.
way.
Boo!
Oh, my phony!
Boo!
Be like
You
half my
phony!
life.
You're a great big phony.
Maybe I should put Forager at number 5 and just shove the other games up.
I requested your assistance.
Did you
Commander,
play,
and do not need a report on events that occur
any
on my
VR
own
games?
doorstep. What I do
Any what, VR?
require is a detailed
Yeah, didn't you
account
have
of
them?
the
Not actually.
previous engagement. George, it's
What
been too long.
about?
What about...
What have you done with my armor?
Just some additions I've made.
Yeah, we're playing Halo Reach right now too. Just to let you guys know.
Yeah,
Its
hi.
data center was home
Welcome
to
to
one of my xenoarchaeologists,
one
Professor
Gomers,
Laszlo
one
Sorvad. Perhaps you could shed some light on his
Naughty
death.
boy.
If he was a civilian male in
Welcome
his
to
mid-60s, he died
Angry
with a Covenant
Gamers.
energy sword through his abdomen.
Screw it, since I talked about Forager, I'm gonna make it number 5.
So it is a number 5.
There we go.
Irrelevant. The
Beautiful.
elites. Tell
We
me
didn't
more
play
about
Rainbow
them.
Six
3.
this year, huh?
Zealot class.
No, we didn't actually.
One got bias.
Man,
The
that's a
leader
game we
from
could
the
play
looks of
too.
Zealots. You're certain?
Their armor configuration matched.
Shield strength too.
We could.
I gave the order not to pursue. Our primary objective was to get the
about
station's relay back
The
online.
Your
others.
primary
By the way, it's been more than an
objective,
hour.
Commander, are you
You played Don't
or a
Starve, right?
Spartan?
Yeah.
Ma'am?
There are those that
Would you
only
say that would be
myself
in your
included who believe
games
the
of the
Covenant
year this year?
dispatch elite advanced
Don't Starve?
teams to hunt down
Yeah.
artifacts of value to
Ah,
religion.
nah.
Survivor accounts
I really think
such teams
Crash
are
Team Racing
small,
is my game of the
nimble,
year.
and almost always zealot class. No
That's pretty
doubt
good.
they
Crash
came to
Team
the
Racing,
station for the abundance of own
baby!
excavation data
Wait, has
stored
it really
there.
been an hour?
And you let
Yeah,
them
it's
get
been more than
away.
an hour. Actually.
Data retrieval was not a command directive.
It's
even
been
though
110
we had
minutes. Oh
other
shit, it's
more
almost been 2
urgent
hours.
It's been 110 minutes. Yeah, exactly.
Professor Sorvad's final
Alright.
entry in his field notes made
When this
reference to
cinematic
a
is done-
latchkey discovery. Latchkey.
World
Because
blows
we were
up.
obviously paying attention.
Yeah.
So let's
I don't
hope
even know
that
what's
the
going
data
on.
module your lieutenant commander
just
stole
killing
contains it.
Cat.
Why is she?
You should really listen to the story. It's pretty good. I like the story.
I'll do a.
As I am with any unauthorized task.
I'll do. Oh,
That data is classified.
I'll do an
Tier
actual stream of this
I could
game
send you to the
later down the
brig
line.
for
We'll do
interfering
like a
with my
Halo
work.
binge.
Maybe you'd
once
like
all
to
the
join.
games are out.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
We're
Oh,
currently
one
under
from
emergency
beginning to end?
planetary
Yeah, from
directive,
Reach all
where
the way to four.
contingency.
Play
I'm
Halo
sure you're
Wars as
familiar
well.
with the punishment for civilian interference with the Spartan deployment.
I do have
Are
Halo
you
Wars.
threatening
Halo
me,
Spartan Assault.
Commander?
Just
The
making a
little
reading
phone game.
suggestion.
Yeah. Then we gotta go to
Let's
Dave
move,
and
Mobile
Buster's and
Team.
play the Halo arcade game.
God.
Then we gotta do
That will
a
be
sit
all,
and
George.
read all the books.
Yep. All right.
All right, we're done.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We
Get
hope
the fuck
you
outta here, man.
enjoyed our talk. We're gonna do a more thorough video of our top games, hopefully. But knowing me, I'll procrastinate and not do it. So I shouldn't say that. It just confirms it. I shouldn't do that to myself. Anyways,
It's like a 90% chance of not happening.
yeah, 'cause it's better. It's better.
Hey, there's still 10%.
All right, guys. Well, you have a good one. This is me and Alex.